The most powerful thing you'll ever do is learn how to walk alone. Not in isolation, not in loneliness, but in strength, in conviction, and in purpose. Do you have the courage to walk alone? Can you trust yourself enough to stand tall, even when the crowd fades away? Think about it for a moment. What happens when everyone else is gone, when there's no one to lean on, no one to validate your every step, no applause to propel you forward? Will you still move? Will you still take the next step with conviction? It's in those moments, the silent moments, when the noise of the world dies down, that you discover your true strength. Because walking alone is not about running away from others, it's about finding your own footing. It's about realizing that your power comes from within. If you can't stand on your own, how will you ever rise to your full potential? The world doesn't always show you this truth. You're taught to rely on others. You're taught to seek approval, to ask for permission. But the greatest freedom, the kind that leads to true success, true happiness, true peace, is the freedom that comes when you learn to trust yourself enough to walk alone. When you learn that your value is not defined by others' opinions, when you stop seeking validation and start believing in your own worth. This journey isn't for the faint of heart. It's for the ones who are ready to face themselves, to dig deep into their own soul, and say, I don't need anyone else to tell me who I am. I will define my path, no matter how hard the road may be. And the road will be hard. But isn't that where the real growth happens? In the struggle? In the quiet moments when the storm rages outside, but you stand firm in the center of your own peace? You've been conditioned to think that you need a team, a partner, a support system in every step you take. But those things can be helpful only when you've already mastered walking alone. If you cannot stand alone, then what happens when the support system you depend on falters? When your partner walks away, when your friends get distracted with their own lives, when the world leaves you behind? Are you still capable of walking, still capable of pushing forward with your own strength? You need to realize this now, right now, that no one will always be there to carry you. Not your friends. Not your family. Not your mentors. It's you. It's always been you. The power has always been in your hands. If you truly want to live a life of purpose, to rise above the mediocrity of following the crowd, you have to learn to walk alone. What is your excuse? The truth is, it's easier to follow than to lead. It's easier to rely on someone else than to trust yourself. But the pain of never becoming who you were meant to be, that's far worse than the discomfort of walking alone. This is your moment. Your moment to strip away all the distractions, all the excuses, and finally see what you're made of. The person who walks alone is the one who has mastered themselves. The person who walks alone is the one who is not afraid of their own power. And here's the reality you need to face: the longer you stay dependent on others to shape your journey, the longer you deny yourself the opportunity to truly soar. You're sitting on a goldmine of potential, but you'll never tap into it if you keep looking to others for the map. The map is within you. The answers are within you. It's time to stop waiting for permission. You're not here to follow the footsteps of others. You're here to carve out your own path, even if no one else understands it at first. Even if no one else walks beside you at the beginning. So, I ask you again, can you trust yourself enough to walk alone? The path will be full of challenges. There will be obstacles. There will be moments when you doubt whether you're on the right track. There will be moments when you wonder why you're doing it all by yourself. But in those moments, remember this: those who walk alone are the ones who leave a legacy. Those who walk alone are the ones who break barriers. And you? You were meant to do the same. You were meant to rise above the noise of the world, to walk with purpose, to be your own leader. You were meant to trust in your strength, even when the world tells you to doubt. The world will try to tell you that you need others to succeed, but deep down, you know the truth. Success doesn't come from relying on others, it comes from having the strength to walk your own path, no matter how difficult, no matter how lonely it might seem. This is where it starts. You have to let go of the crutches. You have to let go of the need for constant reassurance. Trust in yourself, because the moment you do, everything changes. You stop seeking permission. You stop living for the approval of others. You stop making excuses. Now, you start living for yourself. Do not fear the solitude. Embrace it. For it is in solitude that you will find your greatest clarity. It is in solitude that you will find your purpose. It is in solitude that you will truly discover who you are. Because when you learn to walk alone, you don't just learn to move forward, you learn to soar. Can you do it? Can you walk alone and claim your power? Yes. You can. Now, let's make it happen. You're standing at the crossroads of your life right now. This is the moment where you decide. Will you keep walking in the shadows of others, or will you step into your own light? Will you continue to wait for permission, for someone else to believe in you before you take action, or will you trust yourself, even when the world seems uncertain? The truth is, no one can walk your path but you. And this is your journey to own. You were not born to follow the patterns of others, to live in the shadows of someone else's expectations. You were born to blaze a trail, to stand tall, to show the world what happens when someone truly believes in themselves. So, it's time to take the first step. The first step may be the hardest, but it's also the most crucial. It's the step that separates those who are willing to be mediocre from those who are ready to transform their lives. It's the step that demands you move forward, even if you don't have the answers, even if you don't have all the support you might want, even if the future is uncertain. But you have something no one else has, your own belief, your own heart, your own strength. And those are the only things you need. You're more than capable. Don't let anyone, including yourself, convince you otherwise. It's time to shed the doubt, the fear, the excuses. It's time to stop questioning your worth and start acting like the powerful individual you truly are. What will you do today to take that step? Maybe it's something as simple as making a decision to stop waiting for permission. Or maybe it's something bolder, like cutting ties with the things or people who are holding you back. Whatever it is, the key is that you take that first step, knowing that it's all within you to succeed. Do not let fear stop you. Don't listen to the inner voice that whispers you're not good enough. That voice is the enemy of progress. It's the voice of doubt, of hesitation. And you? You are not made for hesitation. You are made to move forward. You are made to break the chains that hold you in place. The truth is, the longer you stay stuck, the longer you keep waiting for external validation, the more opportunities you lose. There are people out there right now taking action while you sit and wonder if you're ready. Do you want to look back and realize that all your dreams could have been achieved had you just trusted yourself? But here's the thing, there is no magic moment when everything will line up perfectly. There is no perfect time to take that step. There will always be doubts. There will always be obstacles. But those who succeed are the ones who take action anyway. They don't wait. They don't wait for the storm to pass. They step into the storm, knowing they can handle it. Knowing that even in the hardest of times, they can keep walking. And that's what separates the winners from the ones who simply watch from the sidelines. So now, the question is, will you walk alone? Or will you remain stuck, relying on others to give you the courage you already have within you? It's time to take control. It's time to stop waiting for approval. It's time to stop asking for permission. It's time to walk your path with confidence, knowing that you are capable, you are strong, and you have everything within you to succeed. The world may not understand at first. People may not cheer you on. But that's okay. You're not walking for their approval. You're walking because your purpose is bigger than any external opinion. You're walking because you know that within you lies greatness. You're walking because you've had enough of waiting and you're ready to take charge. Walk with courage. Walk with conviction. Walk with purpose. There will be hard days. There will be days when you feel like giving up. There will be days when you question why you started this journey. But in those moments, remember, this is your path. You've chosen it. And it's the only one that will lead you to the person you are meant to be. The one who does not wait. The one who does not need anyone's permission to succeed. Keep walking. One step at a time. Even when it's difficult. Even when you feel alone. Because in the end, the one who walks alone is the one who gets to define their own destiny. The one who walks alone is the one who creates their own future. The one who walks alone is the one who finds out how much strength, power, and potential they really have. And that person? That person is you. Now, take the first step. Keep moving forward. And never, ever doubt your ability to walk alone.